Right, one more. Even though I said I wouldn't speak to you anymore because you're clearly a troll, but I'll answer your question. Let's have a look. 28 minutes ago, I'll ask directly. What difference do you see between organised crime in the name of Christianity versus organised crime in the name of Islam? Ethnic cleansing ordered from God to the Israelites to take action versus ethnic cleansing ordered from God to the Muslims to take action. Right, let's start with the top. Organised crime in the name of Christianity is not real. It physically does not exist. So I don't know what you've been told or like what you've seen, but well, like I said earlier, I'm open to ideas. I've got an open mind. Show me one example, one relatively recent, relatively relevant, relatively sensible example of organised Christian fundamental terrorists killing people, blowing things up, or generally causing mayhem. You show me one example because I can't find any. I've looked. The only things I can find are like hundreds and hundreds of years ago, before either of us were alive, so they're not relevant to now. Unless you want to go back over history, in which case you're definitely a troll. So that's the difference. I look at the news today. What do I see? Organised crime in the name of Islam. What do I see for the rest of the year? Organised crime in the name of Islam. What do I see New Year, Christmas? Organised crime in the name of Islam. And I could literally list you like 50 things that were done in the name of Islam. And whereas the things that you claim were done in the name of Christianity, I had a look, none of those people claim to do it in the name of Christianity. None of them. And they're all hundreds of years ago, so they didn't count anyway. So you're comparing organised crime in the name of Christianity from hundreds and hundreds of years ago, in the feudal dark ages basically, you're comparing that to today ISIS. So I'll answer you directly. What difference do I see between a fake, strawman, Christianity fundamentalist terrorist that doesn't exist? What do I see the difference between that mirror fake image of nothing, hologram that you just created, versus ISIS? Oh, I don't know. What's the difference there? Well, let me tell you. The difference is ISIS they have a huge body count that's going up and up and up, and it will continue to go up. And they've actually had a massive effect on the world. Like, the entire world is less likely to be nice to each other now because of that. Like, directly because of that. I mean, this conversation, you're coming at me like I'm a horrible racist. I've never said anything horrible or racist to you. In fact, my original point was that these guys want to cut my head off for no reason. That's why I don't like them. Because they want to cut my head off. Do you understand that, YAKO PC? If I was to say to you, if I ever meet you, it doesn't matter what I like or dislike about you. It doesn't matter about you. It doesn't even matter about me. All that matters is God has instructed me that I have to chop off your head. Like, you're just a piece of crap. You're not even a person. You're not even a dog. I'll just cut your head off, let the blood go into the ground like it says in the Quran. And when that last drops out, paradise, 72 virgin. That's the difference. But as a non-religious white person, you don't see any difference. Why do you say that? Well, because you see, since you care so much, since you assume like 8 times now I'm Muslim and a few others that I'm non-white, it's probably important for you in order to not dismiss me as another beheader or however you called Muslim people before. Let me stop you there. I didn't say any of that stuff. You said all those words. I didn't say none of that stuff. You're trying to strawman that onto me to try and make me look bad. And the reason is because you've made yourself look terrible this entire time. And there's loads of evidence of it. Anyone who wants can read all the messages you've left that you didn't delete and watch my video in relation to the thing that's in the video. And they'll think what they're going to think. The same as if anyone reads this conversation here and reads this video here, they're going to do the same. So, yeah, it's a bit of a shame for you wasting your time like that, trying to strawman me left, right and centre, but that's why I make these videos. You can't. Video is strawman proof. So anyway, let's continue. How I also, since I have no particular stakes either with Christianity or Islam, nor ulterior motives, I can say with no problem. Both problems are the same. Okay, so you started off asking me a question which I answered for you, but you've ended telling me what the answer is. So you asked me a question, then you told me the answer. That's not something I would respect. Like in English culture and in Christianity actually, if you ask someone a question, you don't tell them how to answer it. That is called fascism. Alright? That's where you're headed. That's what your behaviour is doing. That's how you look. because of the way that you've behaved and the things that you have said. Nothing to do with me. I've just been here absorbing it all and, you know, doing my best not to lose my temper with you, or swear or shout or be rude to you, or any of the things that you've accused me of, be racist. Or, in fact, there you go. That's the biggest proof ever that everything you say is complete baloney, right? If I'm this horrible, nasty, essentialist, bigot, racist, nasty white devil, like you're trying to make me out as, if that's true, why have I spent a large majority of the last 24 hours of my time battling with your rude, crappy attitude and your snarky, overly sarcastic, self-pleasing remarks? I've put up with all of that. I've been nice throughout. I've just given you truthful answers. And I'm still here now. You've been consistently an arsehole the whole time. Sorry for my French. You know, excusez la français. But you have been. And everyone who reads this conversation will see that. All right? So that's my answer to your question. What's the difference between Christian fake terrorists that doesn't exist? Well, they don't exist. And the difference between that and ISIS is that ISIS do exist and kill hundreds of people all the time for absolutely, like, virtually no reason. So, sorry you feel this way. I'm not going to keep continuing making my point. I've made 2 videos saying what my views are, what my opinions are, how I identify myself, everything. So if you want to know, go and watch those, read all the comments, blah, blah, blah. But I think this has to stop now without storytelling this time. You're the one who's storytelling, honestly. Read back all your stuff. I posted you historical encyclopedia links to the stuff you got wrong, not Wikipedia, proper ones, so that you can learn. So when you've done that, we'll have a conversation. And as I go to bed now, it will have to be tomorrow. So have a good night. Hope you cheer up a bit. You sound like you need some sleep. And I'll catch you later. But yeah, Christianity, organised crime doesn't exist. Sorry, unless you can provide me any evidence of it, I don't believe you.